just $100 million after spending.
If they value him at 120, don't play him at all for a whole year, and then value him at 100. That's a slap in the face. He's 80 if he's not playing league ball.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
So,
but then we have the second coming of Christ coming in.
Who?
Amad Diallo.
I think he's just technical. He's going to juke out six people and lose the ball. I think he's just technical. I haven't watched him play, but I mean, there's a lot of hype around him, so I honestly have no idea. But
and he's at Atalanta. You love them.
I think I like what they're doing. I like how they're playing a 3-back and saying "fuck you" to every Italian team in the world. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
but
I don't know, man. I just hope that no one in England ever buys Kylian Mbappe. I hope if he does come to England, I hope he flops.
Why would he?
I just hope he does. I hate the hype that he gets.
I do too. It's undeserved. If he stayed in Monaco longer,
if he stayed in Monaco longer, and they
bugs the shit out of me about Lewandowski going to Bayern, about Mbappe going to PSG.
Yeah,
it just bugs the fuck out of me.
Lewandowski basically just sold out. It's like the whole thing. If you can't beat him, join him. That's literally what he did.
And I understand the obligation Dortmund has to Bayern, but he could have gone to any other fucking team in the world, but he chose to go to Bayern. It's a slap in the face.
I mean, I don't necessarily. It's a slap in the face to anyone at Dortmund.
Either you stay at Dortmund and try and win, or you leave the league.
Yeah,
you don't join. I mean, that's the most fucking Judas fucking move I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking about when did Bayern get shit on in the Champions League? And I thought it was Dortmund, but it was Real Madrid. And then I was thinking when Real Madrid beat Dortmund 4-0 at Dortmund. Just I don't know what I was thinking.
Word?
I don't know what else. What else is there? The January transfer window opens up in 3-4 days.
Oh, but Aston Villa did exactly what I said they do. Drop Grealish in, put Traore out right, and put Ghazi out left.
Dude, fucking Ollie Watkins, man. So good.
Yeah.
I loved him last year in the championship.
He is a...
I was kind of happy when Villa picked him up because they don't have a good striker and he's fucking perfect.
He plays off the shoulder, doesn't he? He's a poacher. I've never seen him drop in for interplay.
Yeah, I consider a poacher like Chicharito, someone who is just there at right place, right time. I feel like a poacher, he runs off the shoulder. I wouldn't consider him a poacher.
It'd be like an advanced forward then.
Yeah, a poacher is like Ruven Nistelrooy. Someone who's going to be in the box, and if it bounces around, they're going to be the one to finish it.
I saw something. He only had 2 outside the box goals his entire time at Man U. He's got 100 goals.
Yeah. The dude was always in the right place at the right time.
That's insane. That is awesome.
Solskjaer had some stat like that too, where he only had 20 shots that were outside the box.
Yeah, but his outside the box goals are filthy.
Yeah. He that year that United won the treble, he beat Liverpool in the FA Cup to send them to the final, and he obviously got that goal in the Champions League final, and then he did something else against Liverpool in the league to shore it up, and he came on as a sub in all 3 of them and scored in all 3 of those games. He gets so much shit, and people were saying he wasn't that good of a player, and I don't think anyone will disagree with that, but you can't deny his efficiency whenever he would come on. I mean, 4 goals.
He's a goal scorer.
Yeah.
Some people are just goal scorers.
Dude, it was... I remember...
Pookie. Pookie's by no means a fucking insane striker.
Yeah,
put up a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Some people just score goals. He's one of them.
I remember when I first started watching United, Solskjaer, he was always injured. So whenever he would come on, because I was 4 when United won the treble, so I had no idea about soccer. But I started watching it when I was 6-ish, and then I would watch United games, and Solskjaer would come on, and there was one game where he came on, I think I was 8, and I was watching. He scored 4 goals in 5 minutes. Do you know the way Lewandowski did that thing where he came on as a sub, he scored for 4, and then there's that video of Pep holding his face like this, Solskjaer did that regularly.
Yeah.
And people give him, say that he wasn't that great of a player. Okay, maybe he wasn't, but if you wanted to win a game, you put him on and he's going to get you a goal. He's so fucking crazy how good of a finisher he was.
He played he was a ghost kind of striker too.
Yeah, he would be there and he wouldn't be.
Yeah, you'd see him and then because I've been watching his highlights too recently, and he would. Your typical floater. He's always 2 or 3 yards behind the center back. He's about to score in front of. If the center back's looking to the left side of the field, he would always be 2 or 3 yards behind him.
Yeah, so he couldn't see him. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, always hid. It was to the same ilk of Gerard had said something about Suarez. They were asking who's the best striker you've ever played with, and Gerard said that Suarez couldn't leave footprints in snow. He was just so light.
Yeah, I think Gerard though would pick Torres over Suarez. If you were to ask him to pick one of these two, I think he would pick Torres.
I think he said that too.
Yeah.
Well, Torres was just fucking.
When he was El Nino Torres, it was holy shit.
Well, when you're not on a winning team and you're one of the most popular strikers in the league, you're fucking good.
Well, that was the time when it was Gerard and
they got the Champions League, but it wasn't.
It was Gerard and Torres at
Did Torres go to Chelsea in 12? No,
he won. Remember, he won the Champions League final or semifinal for them. Because Gary Neville had that freak out in it.
In 12?
Yes.
We played them in the final in 12.
No, we didn't. No, that was 2008.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When they played, I think they played Barcelona. And remember, the ball, Chelsea were getting hammered. And I think they were winning on aggregate against Barcelona. And then, however it happened, Torres got the ball and was him versus the keeper, and the keeper came outside the 18, and he got around the keeper and tapped it in and won, and then they went to the final.
I don't remember.
But then United had Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo. Arsenal had Henry and Fabregas at that point, I think, and then Chelsea had who did they have? Lampard, Drogba
in 12?
John Terry. No, when Torres first was at Liverpool in 2008, 2009.
You said Fabregas.
Yeah, he was at Arsenal.
Oh yeah,
at Arsenal. Yeah, Fabregas, Henry.
Yeah,
dude, that's when the Prem was
Are you talking about Torres?
Yeah, Torres at Liverpool. I'm just naming the top four, and then the players.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm with you.
How people identify those teams.
Yeah. Fabregas was a fucking kid too, killing it like that.
At that point, yeah.
Dude, they tried to. I don't know who was the manager at Barcelona, but I always thought it was wild. They tried to play him in a false nine.
Probably Luis Enrique. Is that no? He was there later.
Yeah, this was before Pep.
When was No, Fabregas went back there after Pep.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
Then Pep tried to play him as a false nine sometimes.
Who was? I can't fucking think of it now. Who was the manager when Henry? Was that the last season of Pep at Barcelona when Henry was there? And what's his name? Ibra. I don't know why I said what's his name about Ibra, but because remember Barcelona had Messi, Eto'o, Henry, Ibrahimovic, and I can't remember who else they had. But their front line was holy shit. David Villa.
No, he was still at Valencia. They bought him with Henry money.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. What? I can't believe Henry actually left Arsenal, but I guess he kind of had to.
Henry left after the 2010 year. Yeah. So he and Ibra left in the same season.
Gotcha.
And then went straight to Red Bulls.
Where did Ibra go? He went back to Italy after.
He went to Milan. Ibra went Milan, Inter Milan.
Wait, he went from Inter to AC? What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember that he
went Milan, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Milan.
I remember watching.
Oh no! Hold on. He went Ajax, Juventus, Inter Milan, Barcelona, while at Barcelona, went on loan to Milan, went to Milan, PSG, Man U, Galaxy, Milan.
Dude, I remember that Inter Milan team when Mourinho was there, like when he first got there, and it was Ibra, Adriano, and I can't remember who the other guy was, but dude, just watching them play, all they would do is kick it up to Ibra and Adriano, and the two of them would just like basically head it back and forth to each other, and they'd be like, you score, no you score, no you score. It was absurd watching them play. And then, of course, Adriano went back to Brazil and got fucking kidnapped, and he career ended that way. But was Mourinho so there insane at that point?
In the one season Ibrahimovic played in Milan before he went to PSG, he had 28 goals in 32 games.
I mean, he has that now, doesn't he?
He's 20 and 24. He's
you
just
know that
insane.
Ibra never scored above 30 goals in a season until he got 30, until he became 30 years old. And since then, I think he's done it every year.
I believe that because at PSG he had 113 and 122.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous, man. And he was 28 when he went to PSG, I believe. Oh, what is he? He's 39 now. He went to PSG. No, he was 31 when he got to PSG.
So did you know that when... So, like, you know the way Ibra was there with Cavani and, like, Ibra was, like, the main man?
Yeah.
Well, apparently... So Rio Ferdinand was talking to someone at PSG about, like, who is like, the guy here. And this is like... 2 years ago, maybe. Like he was like, was Ibra the guy? And they were like, no, Ibra was not like the main guy who all the Parisians loved. And he's like, okay, well, who did they all love? And he's like, just guess. And then he said that the conversation switched, and then they were talking about the team now, and then they're like, well, obviously they love Kylian Mbappe because he's from France. I think he was from Paris originally, and then he moved to Monaco to go there. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Kylian Mbappe is a Parisian kid. Not positive on that, but
yeah, because they would have compared him to Henry, how they did.
Yeah. And then they were like, no, actually, it's not Mbappe. And they're like, oh, well then Rio Ferdinand was like, oh, well then it's obviously Neymar because he's the poster boy of this team. They're like, no, it's not Neymar. And he was like, well, who the fuck is like the guy that they all love? And it was Cavani. Like, their cult hero there was Cavani, and that was the same thing at Napoli when he was there. Like, they all love Cavani, and he's I think he kind of has that at United.
He's a likable.
Yeah,
I mean, I think his character and his gameplay is. You can't have a problem with it. He juked out 3 people in our defensive half today as a striker.
Yeah,
fuck,
dude,
fuck.
But when Rio Ferdinand was explaining the story, he was like, about how in shock he was that Cavani was like the main guy there, even when Ibra was there. Like, that kind of is crazy if you think about it. Like, you have Ibrahimovic, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar, and then you have Cavani, and Cavani is your like cult hero who everyone loves. I guess it's because people will get frustrated with how crap Neymar plays sometimes or Mbappe plays sometimes. Or
it could be the same thing that we're seeing right now, though. Is he'll put his fucking head through the wall for the team.
Yeah.
And Ibra's never had to. Ibra's just naturally good enough to not have to try.
Yeah.
Neymar is only playing for himself, and Mbappe is only playing for goals, whereas Cavani, as we've seen, like plays for a team. Like, yeah, he scores, he's a striker, but he is a team player. More so than Ibra, Mbappe, and Neymar, as far as I've seen. And I think I'm right on that. I think that might be more.
And also, he's got the second or third most goals to Ronaldo and Messi.
Does he now?
I think in the past 10 years, though.
Cavani.
Yeah. So Messi and Ronaldo obviously have their ungodly numbers, and then he's next with 250, which is still pretty fucking solid for
considering the Milan and Inter Milan teams that he would have played at Napoli. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Juventus.
And when he left Napoli, that's when Higuain went there, right?
Or that sounds right. Yeah.
Because I remember there was that. Did you ever see that video of the announcer after Higuain scored, and the commentator was like talked about who scored, and he's like Gonzalo, and then the whole crowd like screams Higuain, and he does it again, and they scream Higuain, and then he goes Gonzalo, and the whole crowd goes Higuain.
That's
I looked up a Cavani one, dude. it was twice as loud.
Really?
It was insane. Like, I would have loved to be in the stadium being